She was known as the blind mystic of the Balkans. Baba Vanga, a woman whose alleged visions blurred the line between prophecy and myth. Most people have heard the popular predictions: wars, disasters, political chaos. But hidden beneath the surface lies a darker layer, fragments of visions rarely mentioned, whispered about as the lost curses. Not because they were forgotten, because they were too disturbing to repeat. Tonight, we are not retelling the famous prophecies. We are deconstructing the shadows behind them, the warnings that never entered mainstream history. And the deeper question is simple: were they ignored or deliberately buried? According to scattered testimonies and controversial interpretations of her words, Vanga allegedly spoke about the earth turning against itself, not just warming, but destabilizing. Some obscure accounts claim she described oceans that would breathe poison and skies that would mirror fire. There is no verified transcript confirming these exact phrases. Yet researchers and folklore collectors have connected them to modern fears: runaway climate feedback loops, collapsing ecosystems, and disasters that don't fit traditional climate narratives. Imagine permafrost releasing ancient pathogens, mega-storms forming outside historical patterns, forests turning from carbon sinks into carbon sources. Whether symbolic or fictionalized, these visions feel unsettlingly close to today's headlines. The real horror isn't a single catastrophe, it's acceleration. And if these lost curses were meant as warnings, they suggest humanity crossed a threshold long before we realized it. As the environment fractures, the next layer of the legend shifts from nature to society. Rumors surrounding Vanga's darker visions describe collapsing institutions, systems once thought unbreakable dissolving under pressure, not through one great war, but through endless small fractures. Some interpreters claim she warned of invisible conflicts, wars fought through algorithms instead of armies, weapons that reshape biology instead of borders, technologies that connect humanity while silently dividing it again. There is no verified archive proving she described modern AI or biotech explicitly. Yet the symbolism is eerie. The iron mind without a soul, one disputed quote suggests, interpreted by some as advanced artificial intelligence acting beyond human control. In this narrative, unrest spreads not because people want chaos, but because reality itself feels unstable. And in the darkest interpretations, she foresaw a dramatic drop in global population, not from one event, but from overlapping crises that reshape how humanity thinks, works, and even perceives consciousness. Baba Vanga's alleged prophecies were rarely literal. They were metaphors. Fire could mean war, or data. Plague could mean disease, or information spreading faster than truth. When placed against the geopolitical and technological landscape of early 2026, her symbolic language becomes almost unsettlingly adaptable. An invisible crown could resemble pandemics. Voices without bodies might evoke AI-generated identities. The silent battlefield feels eerily similar to cyber warfare and resource conflicts unfolding beyond public view. But here's the crucial truth: prophecy, real orange. Maybe that's why these darker interpretations persist. They mirror the existential risks we already sense, not destiny. A warning: if the myth of the lost curses carries any value, it isn't in predicting doom. It's in forcing uncomfortable questions. What happens when humanity ignores slow disasters because they aren't dramatic enough? What happens When technology evolves faster, and what happened legends suggest resilience over panic. Unity over fragment long-term thinking. Oh, maybe the real mesa. If this story made you question what's hidden behind the headlines, you're exactly where you need to be. Subscribe now and step deeper into the unknown, where myths, mysteries, and dark truths collide. Leave a comment with the topic you want uncovered next, because some stories don't want to be told. And remember, the future isn't written yet. What we discovered today might change tomorrow. Follow, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next mystery.